Okay, good morning, everybody. So, we are diving into learning about some fractions, which I know some of you might be a little worried about. So, for the last, couple weeks, that's what we're going to be practicing so that you have a little bit of practice. Okay, so take it slow. It's a little tricky and it's going to be a little hard to do on the computer, but we'll make it work. So, let's start. It says Dylan, Drake, and Jade are sharing two small pizzas equally after their lacrosse game. How much does each person get? So these models right here represent pizzas, okay? It says two pizzas are divided among three people. So this pizza was split into three, and this pizza was split into three, okay? So you have two pizzas, right? The first pizza and the second pizza. And you have to divide each pizza by three people. So each person gets 2/3 of a pizza. Okay. So in this case, 2 divided by 3. Okay. 2/3 of the pizza. Okay. So Dylan has 1/3 of this pizza and 1/3 of this pizza. So he has 2/3. Drake has 1/3 of this pizza and 1/3 of this pizza. So he has 2/3. Same thing with Jade. So the amount of pizza each person gets between what two whole numbers? Okay. They're getting 2/3 of the pizza. All right. That's a very simple example. And it's just showing you in a picture. Okay. So they're each getting 2/3 of the pizza. Okay. So the amount of pizza each person gets, between what two whole numbers? My apologies. It's between 0 and 1 because you're only, you're not above 1 because there's only one whole. Okay. Awesome job. Because if it was a whole, let me just show you. All right. The whole in this case would be if you ate the whole thing, you'd have 3/3 of that pizza, right? Each of them only had 2/3 of the pizza. So 3/3 would equal one whole. Whenever you have any two numbers on top of each other, if you had 4/4, 5/5, 6/6, that would equal one whole. Okay, you're completing a whole. You'll see that more. Obviously, we'll get more examples of that. Okay, let's see. It says Ray and Bailey are sharing 3 brownies equally. How much does each person get? Well, 3 brownies now are divided between 2 people. So looking at this, just say that these were the brownies. Okay, you have 1 brownie here, 2 brownie, the second brownie here, and the third brownie here. If you had 3 brownies and only 2 people, you would each get 1 whole. Right? That would make sense. You wouldn't split them all because you could each have 1 whole. All right? And then the second one or the third one, you would want to split in half. Okay? So each of you, right? It says you would get 3 out of 2 of a brownie. Well, this number 3/2, that's called an improper fraction because the top is bigger than the bottom. Okay? So we have to fix that. We have to fix it looks funny. It sounds funny. We have to fix improper fractions, okay? So it says the model at the right shows that each person gets 1 whole brownie. So Ray gets 1 whole and Bailey gets 1 whole. And then you need to split the middle one. So there's 1 brownie remaining, which can be divided equally between the 2 people, okay? So if you're splitting this one in half, Bailey and Ray are each getting half of a brownie and a whole. So let's see how we write that. Okay. So it says each person gets 1 and a half brownies. If that makes sense, Ray and Bailey are sharing the 3 brownies equally. How much does each person get? So instead of saying 3/2, we're going to say each person gets 1 and 1/2 a brownie. And I'm going to show you how to change this improper fraction into this mixed number. A mixed number is when you have a whole number and then a fraction. Okay? So I'm going to write it quick just so you can see this is improper. Okay, improper fraction, and then this is a mixed number, and we're going to get there. This is baby steps. We have to go slow with fractions, okay? Mixed. And some of you might say, oh, I remember this from last year, but it was a long time ago. Okay, and that's a mixed number. Okay, so the amount of brownies each person gets is between what two whole numbers? So now it's different. What whole number is here? Good. Right? Number 1. And so you have, and it's between 2 because it didn't go over 2 brownies each. They got 1.5 each. Okay? So we will continue to go over this, okay? I just wanted to show you some quick examples today for your work. You're going to do some Am I Ready questions because this is a brand new chapter, okay?